Hello everyone. I recently acquired a old Bachmann, or as it says on the bottom, AHM, but this is not an AHM from what I've been able to tell, engine, and it does not run. So today we're going to see if we can get this thing running again. So let's put it on the track and see what it does. Alright, got on the rails, and well, we got a headlight, and it doesn't work in any of the directions. Oh. Yep. Alright. So let's open this thing up and see what we've got. This is an old Bachmann. As you can see, thankfully this is not one of the engines where the where the frame would go completely berserk and destroy all the metal. And I've got a couple of theories on why this isn't working. So, let me back this up for you guys in a minute. We'll take a screwdriver set I have and take off the fuel tank on the bottom just to gain access to the actual drivetrain and a couple of other things. And nothing appears to be wrong with the wiring. But this spring right here is giving me cause for concern. So let's take off the actual main body portion. Not the main body, the top of the shell. I have worked on all these older vintage Bachmann engines before. They're decent designs. Some of them, the Bachmann put zinc on and it would expand it and destroy the shell. Alright, come out of there. Almost got that screw. Now these engines I picked up in a giant box at York, at the York train show a year and a half ago when I was not in a cast. Thankfully I'm out of the cast and my ankle is doing fine. If any of you were wondering. Come on. These engines were brought to a standard that were really good. I think they were introduced in the 60s. Back when Athearn still was using rubber bands, and the yellow box line was being introduced. So if I just... Alright, and let's get this screw out. These are not very tight in here, which worries me. Because someone already worked on this engine. Alright. Got that off. And this is what the drivetrain looks like. Pretty decent. Alright, let's put this over here for now. Take away this power connection, which is on the bottom. Alright. Let's put this over here for now. And I got there's my pair of needles. Sadly, my desk is filled to the brim of stuff, so I gotta do this repair around the floor. I'm trying to figure out if this spring right here is the issue. Because if I... Yeah, this might be the issue here. Alright, now I have the spring hooked back up. But I'm going to do some maintenance on the drive just to be safe. So if you pop out, there's a little metal tab here. You pop this out, and we gain access to the truck. Now, last one of these I did, the truck fell apart on me, which was highly annoying to try and repair. So I just gotta... Dang it, where did... Oh, there it is. Sometimes I lose track of stuff. Alright, so let's put this to the side for now and open up the truck and see what we got. Okay, I'm going to angle it down so you guys can see this process. God, right, tinier flathead. There we go. And thankfully this one did not fall apart on me. Granted, it really shouldn't have in the first place, but still. Alright, and we are in. This engine probably is a high mileage engine. It is a custom paint scheme engine. Someone did, this could have been factory paint for back then. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go get grease to grease this engine up, and I will be right back. Alright, I am back with grease. And I like to use this LaBelle 107 too in grease stuff. But before we grease everything up, I'm going to just clean out the drivetrain with a Q-tip. Dang it, where'd I put all my Q-tips? Oh, here they are. You know, I really need to get organized. Alright. So here we have a Q-tip, and let's just gently brush off all the old grease. There's too much on here, which worries me. Because if there's not too much grease, the gears are not that good. That should be enough. Alright, now let's clean all of the contacts. Oops, sorry for the blurry camera. Alright. Those should be clean. Now let's clean the top one. Oh, come on. For some reason, this one doesn't want to be cleaned. There's a little black spot on the top there. There we go. All clean. Now let's do the other one. Yikes, this one is in much worse condition. No wonder this thing was in rough shape. This looks like paint on here. Alright. Let's get to this one. That's all clean. Now let's lubricate the drivetrain with the LaBelle 102. Actually, first I should probably clean off these wheels. And I don't think there's anything wrong with the inside of the wheels. But let's give them a good cleaning. Yeah, those don't look too bad. So let's do the actual wheel portion now. These engines weren't the best runners, but they are very good quality for what they are. They are all-wheel drive, unlike Bachmann's pancake motors, which were all absolutely awful. Yeah, no, get them up. And that wheel is done. On to the next wheel. These engines are pretty easy to work on. They're also decent for beginners. So if someone's getting into the hobby, I'd recommend either an Ather Blue Box or one of these. Just they're hard to find in operating condition. Alright. Alright, that wheel's clean. Let's lubricate the drive system. Finally. Put a dab of lubricant on here. If it'll come out. Right, put it in the drive. Ah, it did not work. Put a dab of lubricant on this one. One on this one. And let's put it in here. Alright. Put this back on here. Then we put the wheels in after we put grease on the sets right here. Wheels go back in. Yeah. The wheels do not fall apart. And the contacts are being annoying. I'll put those back together once if I could get this back on. Good God. And we have an angry wheel set. Does not want to get back in. Alright, now if for some reason the contacts come out from underneath the back of the wheels, you just carefully pop them back in if they will cooperate. Come on, get in there. Look at these things are really uncooperative. There we go. And now the contacts are back in. We can semi-grease the drive. We can now put grease on that gear. And the bell 106 we could put on. That should be enough. Now, we just put grease on the inside of this gear. Put this one in. And spin it around a little bit. Then put it back over the truck. And then put the metal rod in. If it'll go in. Come on. This should work. I've done it multiple times. Now, this is the first engine repair video I've ever done, so if you like it, be sure to leave a comment. Now, we just need a pair of needle-nose pliers to try and get this ring motor out, this ring thing out. Yeah. This worm gear out, if it'll let me get it out. Now I'm going to only show you half of the drive system since the other half is basically the same, and my phone does not have the capacity to deal with this sort of thing. So here's what it looks like. Here's all the parts to it. I will not be opening up the motor unless I absolutely have to, since they're a pain in the butt to get back together. So let's grease everything up on here. And then we can just put everything back together on it. Then put this on here. Then we put this back in here. And then we spin it a little bit to get out all the grease on one side done. And I will be back with you once I get the truck done. Alright, sorry for that. Something decided to break on my phone. So apparently I do have enough storage to show you how to disassemble the other side. So you just gotta do the same thing you did here. Grease this. Grease this. Good, put that back over here. Then you remove the pin. Truck falls out. Clean everything up, which I am going to do in a minute. But first, we got a similar thing. Alright, so let's open up the truck. And it is opened. Worm gear, everything else. Alright. Let's clean Clean all this. Alright, take those out. Clean this. This engine does have all-wheel pickup, thank the Lord. Alright, that's cleaned. Let's clean this. Alright, that's cleaned. Now let's oil the gears. Put those in. Doesn't matter what configuration that you put them in. Alright. Clean the wheels quick. Yep, sorry for that. Didn't realize you guys couldn't see it. Alright. Next wheel. Now, doing this on the floor is not very ideal. Alright, that's that wheel set. Let's do the other wheel set. Now, like I said earlier, if you like the content I sometimes make, be sure to leave a comment and see if you... I have another one of these engines I can restore, along with a boatload of lifelikes. And that's that. So, let's put grease on the bearings. Cover the truck panel up. Come on, go in there. There we go. Put grease on where the wheel set's gonna go. Put the wheels in. Make sure the contacts are behind the wheels. And they're actually gonna stay. No, get in there. Alright. Let's put the wheel covering on. Now these do not require as much maintenance as a couple of other engines. Like steam engines require a boatload of maintenance if they're Bachmanns. Alright. Now let's put some of the Bell 102 on the actual teeth of the gears, along with the Bell 106. And then put the hair. Put that on the gear. Put the other gear on the gear. Gear on the gear, gear on the gear. Yeah, I did. Alright. Put that on there. And let's put the metal rod back in. Alright, that's in. Moving around nice and freely. Now, put that on there. That in there. And the... Come on, get in. Come on. This drive doesn't like me that much. Put some label on the worm gear. Spin the gears just a little bit to get the grease all moving around. Put some grease on the bearings of the motor. Just to for a good measure. And let's put all the grease over here. I don't want to open up the motor, so we're just going to put the plate back on and hope that the motor is working. It doesn't have any issues. Right? So where did I put... There it is. Alright. Alright, that one's back on. And just get this screw. These engines usually go for $10 to $20. If the $10 ones are usually the ones that don't run well. And this one I got for 50 cents because it didn't run whatsoever. It did like stutter a little bit. And I bought it in a box with hundreds of other things. Now, sadly, you will not be seeing this run on my channel after this because I am selling it. Yeah, I'm going. Alright, almost got it. Alright, now if we flip it over, we bring this down through here, then we screw it on here, take that, put it on that. Alright, that's screwed back on. Thankfully, there were no wires involved in this restoration. Because if anything, any of these wires broke, I would be in big trouble because I don't have a soldering iron. That's something I should probably get my hands on. Granted, people probably won't trust me with a soldering iron. Come on. Get back to where you're supposed to go. Pesky little wires. Alright. Now let's put the body on. Forgot to check if the motor actually operated, but she'll be fine. Alright. Let's put it on the track over here, so I gotta move the camera up. And does it run? Up. We have. There we go. We have a runner. It stutters and jitters a lot, but it runs. Don't know if you guys can see it. No, not momentum. Oh, come on. I know you run. Power contacts probably aren't the greatest. It doesn't like going backwards that much. Well, we got semi of a runner. Alright, that's gonna be it for this video. I am going to be selling this engine, so I'll see you all in the next video, and goodbye.